If you want this PowerPoint sent to you or something, just tell me, I can send it to you. So this last one here. Did you have a personal encounter with God in the Bible? And how do you know? Now you got to get real personal with that one. That's a story. That's something. Jeff, share what you told me.
It was back in the summer of '86. One night sleeping, and I had this dream. I was in this glass shop, beautiful day out, kind of like today, nice summery day, just clouds. I mean, every day Bush was like this. And I was by myself, like an antique glass shop, and I had to go into the back room to get something, do something. I was back only like 5 seconds, and I hear this noise. So I go out and look, and there's glass get blowing down and breaking all on the floor. And I look out the door and the window, kind of like this, and there's a tornado heading towards me. All of a sudden, the moment I see that tornado, I hear this voice say, "Jeff, what do you want to do? Do you want to wake up or do you want to see what happens?" And I had instantly, I had no time to think the pros and cons of my either decision. So I just said, I want to wake up, and I did instantly. I was sweating, breathing hard, and that was the end of it. But that was over 30 years ago, and that really spoke to me.
And you knew it was God.
Yes.
God knocking on your heart.
Yes, it was, definitely.
Wow.
So that started this process of coming to know Him.
Right, it did.
That was personal revelation.
It was,
Nobody could take that away.
No,
You remember it pretty clear.
Yeah, especially when he calls my name, yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Unless we have a personal encounter and we know that it's Jesus. And I'm saying personal, and what I know by personal, some of us we have a sense of knowing. We have something inside rattles. There has to be this. This is where it's based on, so that when circumstances blow and things blow, that doesn't matter anymore. That's the beginning.
All right.
That's the beginning. We got to have a beginning.
All right.
That we're connected to the head. There has to be that beginning. Bill Hybels says the church is the hope of the world. The church, I would maybe just after that in quotations, the church, when working well, is the hope of the world. The church, when it's not working well, it can actually hurt and hinder growth. So you and I, our personal relationship with God, who does that affect? When we're not following God, who does that affect?
It affects everybody.
It does, doesn't it? So that means that our personal relationship with God, when we are going forward, it will affect other people in positive ways. But when we are not really walking with God and going through the motions, it will ripple out in negative ways. No matter where we are, no matter where we're going, no matter who we're seeing or not seeing. Right?
Right.
The church. Okay, how about I put it this way? Kathy, you're the hope of the world. If we make it that clear, sometimes if I'm the hope of the world, maybe I better get my act together. There's a thought. Hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? It's the church. No, I am the church. You are the church. We are the church together. All who follow Jesus all around the world. Yes, we're the church together. Right? What?
Yeah. I give that up. I'll give it to Irene. I'll give it back.
Simon Peter answered, "You're the Messiah, the Son of the living God." He knew it. Flesh and blood did not reveal it to him, but my Father in heaven, I tell you that you are Peter. That word, Peter, that is not his given name. What was his... Jesus gave him this name. What's his real name?
Simon.
Simon. What does Simon mean in the Greek?
Pebble.
Is pebble. And Peter means
Rock.
rock. On this rock, the rock that made Peter strong, which is Jesus Christ. Jesus, he says, I'm going to build my church on this. The real church is filled with individuals who, after personally encountering Jesus, begin to be transformed into Christ's image. What happens is that when we start to touch God and God starts to touch us, our identity changes. Now, Jesus says, you know what I see? I see in you a rock. I don't think Peter saw himself as a rock yet. He didn't change in that instant. But all of a sudden, Jesus was speaking into Peter who Peter really is. In Jesus. As long as Peter is in Jesus, he is a rock. But if Peter is in himself, he's a pebble. And we could see what goes on. All you got to do is push that through the Gospels. When Peter is in Jesus, he's a rock. When Peter is in himself, he's just a pebble. Gets stepped on.
He's the one that denied him 3 times.
Oh, yeah. He had all sorts of... Just... He's a real guy. But the beauty is that Jesus chooses Simons and makes them Peters.
Amen.
That's what he does! Isn't that right?
Amen.
If he can get through to Pete, he can get through to you.
Amen.
So who are we and why are we here? When you first came to know Jesus, did you change? That's the question. Explain what changed and how you saw yourself. Did your view of you change? Or has your view of you changed? Do you understand the changes? Are you still changing? Because unless we change, we're not in Christ's image, we're just in our own image. And the image stamped on us by the Father, people that stepped on us, or whatever. To see ourselves through God's eyes and what He designed us for is very different. Because this is the change. This is what the church is made of. The church is made of people that are changing from pebbles to rocks. This is what the church is about. And if the church is made of a bunch of pebbles, people that stay in themselves and never come over to who God calls them to, the church is not the church of Christ. Let's ask each other these kinds of